All right, man. Got to call Derrick James. My name is Ben, and I ain't in it. He be staying out the bull job when asked about certain questions. But he spoke on the Errol Spence Terence Crawford rematch. He spoke on Charlo. So I talk about that. He also talked about people saying how can he be trainer of the year and all that stuff. And I'll speak on that part of the interview. He did an interview on Fight Hype. He did a longer one on Fight Hub. It seemed like I ain't watched that. I ain't had time for all that. But thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and subscribe button. Hit the bell icon button, hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop video as I'm plugging shit in, I'm plugging stuff. I keep my second charger at my work desk. I'm all out of sorts over here today this morning. But so yeah, he said he don't know nothing about the rematch. He don't know nothing about no contracts, the business. He did say Errol Spence won't be as drained or depleted for the rematch. And he said taking nothing away from Terence Crawford. Crawford had the better game plan. He was the better fighter. His coach had the better game plan. But he basically said that they won't be depleted. They won't be drained. Even though he said that wasn't a problem, which would make it seem like it's a backhanded excuse. And people said that was the problem. You had people like Nate Campbell saying that, he was dehydrated. That's why he started cutting up so quick and swelling up so quick. And look here, man, inactivity has been one of the biggest killers in the sport of boxing. I keep saying it. It's one of the biggest killers in the sport of boxing. I keep saying it. I keep saying it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody want to listen when I'm talking about the inactivity in the sport of boxing. Nobody. And that's just what it is. That's just what it is. The inactivity. And then, we hear the rumors. We hear the rumors about, him going to the club and partying and him, popping bottles and sell, him going to a day party before camp and all that. Some of these dudes need an assignment to stay busy. I was like one of them kids in school. If you ain't give me nothing to do, and most black kids was like this. If you didn't give them an assignment or something engaging to do, they was gonna find something to do. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, like I said before, you got to keep these guys busy. It's no different with their profession. If you don't give them no work, and you can't be mad, they go out there and do something else. Everybody don't have discipline like Mayweather or Bernard Hopkins or Terence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't have that discipline, and that's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's discipline is nothing that you born with or you're not born with. I guess you can be born with it. You know what I'm saying? But it's something that you're not. It's something that you can develop. You can work on. You see people. You see people start their fitness journey all the time. That's one of the greatest forms of discipline. If you can, protect your temple, you can stay on the diet, you can stay on the fitness regimen or whatever it is. I mean, I feel like you could do anything. Like I tell you guys all the time, dick discipline. If you could discipline your sexual loins as a man, and do some women struggle with sexual discipline? Absolutely, that's where you're getting infos from. They do. Most people don't. Most men don't think about it like that because they think, even in the 21st century, they still think it's kind of taboo that women desire sex just as much as men. But you know what? It's a different topic for a different day. But yeah, I feel like if you can, discipline your sexual loins, you could pretty much do anything. But nonetheless, you gotta have, boxing. Boxing is discipline. And when you don't get these dudes nothing to be disciplined for, a lot of these guys with a bunch of money, they're gonna eat what they want to eat. They're gonna be messing with the women, going to the clubs, enjoying life, because when they training, they don't get a chance to enjoy it. But if you keep them busy 3 or 4 times a year, that won't be an issue. Please believe me, that won't be an issue. And when they do, party and club, it's minimum. It's more explosive too. They get it out their system and go right back to training camp. So but yeah, like he said, he don't know nothing. That's exactly what he said. He said he don't know nothing. So that's between them. And does that mean nothing going on? I mean, ain't nothing leaked. I think the top business, the top business for top business, Shawty Al Haymon, the top business you know, um, is getting the network. And right now, I got some more news, kind of like some undertone news yesterday about the network. And right now, it's pretty much, either Al Haymon gonna give up control, he gonna give up control, or you know what I'm saying, you're not gonna have no place to put fights on. Now we know Canelo Alvarez is staying on Showtime for at least 2 more fights because that's per the contract. But like I said before, Al Haymon just trying to, he don't want to give up control. Al Haymon don't want to give up control. And at the end of the day, can you blame him? Can you blame him? But with Derrick, he more hands. Like, I don't know nothing, but where Errol Spence be more healthier at the way? Absolutely. So with Terence Crawford, people forget Terence Crawford is a few years older than him. So the extra weight can help Terence Crawford. But I think the way a lot of people see it, I think the way a lot of people see it, I think the way a lot of people tend to see it is that, Crawford is a smaller dude, and 154 might be a weight class. It might be a weight class out of his truth. I think that's the way people see it. Like a 154 may be a weight class too far out of his truth. So that could be. That could be. Honestly, I can't call it until we see it. I remember seeing Errol Spence at the weight 54. He didn't look good. He looked fairly robotic, but then he spoke on the Charlo situation. And what he said about the Charlo situation, then people say, if he had a couple more fights, the interview asked him at 154, at 168 pounds, would he have been better? He said, that's something you got to ask him. So Derrick James is like, man, I'm not speaking for these men. But what he did say, he said people said he had the worst night of his life. He said, how many people had the worst night of their life and make the most money? But I guarantee you, yeah, he worried about the money and all that stuff, but also his integrity, his family name is not the same. Let's keep call a spade a spade. Like, he can have his money, but he ain't got his dignity. He ain't got his respect. He ain't got that right now. Excuse me. He ain't got that right now. Let's call it for what it is. He ain't got that right now. He ain't got it. So he can sit there and say, I'm happy with getting the money, but dude, you ain't got no respect. You ain't got no dignity. Don't nobody respect your ass. Don't nobody respect dog right now as it stands. He get no respect. Rodney Dangerfield. None. None. So he can sit there and they can sit there and say, well, he got money and, he got made the most money in his life, dude. You've been smacked. Your brother been smacked. The respect is gone. It's gone. It's gone. So, they can say and do whatever they please, whatever they like, but we already know the respect is gone. And then, he spoke on Showtime going out of business. Derrick James said he went out to dinner with Espinoza after the Charlo fight. And, he said they don't never talk about business. Man, Derrick James don't want nothing to do with the business, or he don't want to be responsible for the business. He ain't gonna say nothing. He ain't gonna speak on nothing. He just want to train and go home. He said, He was asked about Tim Zoo. He said he don't, if it ain't no big fight or he ain't no upcoming opponent, he don't watch him. So it is what it is. He don't know much about nothing. It sounds like he ain't too much in the loop. And I think some of the things that they looking for is they looking for a TV deal before they looking for anything else. So that is what it is. So yo, let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notification, increase your chance. Get notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially want to support the channel. Cash App $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Appreciate the love and support. Check out the Box News playlist. And also you can check it. And he also said he don't know what weight the fight gonna be at, so he don't know none of that shit. But hey, wait, check out my new channel, Free Game 89, FR33 Game 89. That link's in the link tree in the description. Check out my Detroit channel, Mercy Sports Talk. Peace.